world of YouTube, true crime, tale site, and everything else. Today I would like to step aside once again from the true crime to bring a little light into play. And since Delphi is probably being, up in an uproar with their murders and all these stupid drug users and robberies. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I've been seeing on the news in the past 5 months. In, Indiana, it's sad to see a town with a population and not as big as big cities, go get put down or even looked at as, as they call out the meth crew out in that area. I thought I'd do an indulgent light at the end of the tunnel and bring something to Delphi of appreciation that I would love to share too, my appreciation, to everybody going through the heartache or the publicity of stupid stuff by stupid people out in that area. So I got this I thought I'd share. It's been 5 days, but let's say I've been busy. I finally got a new phone on for mine being down. I mean, I've been trying to deal with this, deal with that. Things ain't going the way I want them still, and I'm really banging my head. I'm trying to get my, head out of my ass, as you say so, because of the damn things that just been going on in my life. And this is one of them I'd like to put out there. I mean, also today I'd like to mention, I don't want to mention that. I'm trying to bring some light to the end of the tunnel. I don't want to bring, my misery to people's poor, stuff going on out there, and just try and keep it happy. So as I looked into this senior leadership people's Delphi, don't start this crap. You're a jerk. But Delphi in the state semifinals. Standout between the Delphi baseball program and a berth in a Class 2A state championship game at Victory Field in Indianapolis. The Orsos have reached I said that right, sorry, state final 4 for the first time since 2010. And I just wanted to share also a story with this, because I too used to dream of playing baseball. I would have loved to have played baseball, but unfortunately when I was a kid and I would go to the field, I'd get the notice in school, go give it to my mother. I'll go tomorrow. I always get the tomorrow line from my mother. Go tomorrow. Finally tomorrow comes, baseball started. I'm running down the field and I ain't got my permission slip signed. One thing that my mother did to me as a kid that kind of made me, turn against her, because I just love baseball, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't like to watch too many sports. God damn it. But I love to play them. I finished up a freshman year in football in high school, but due to my severe depression back then, that I really didn't know I had until I, started to become a damn stupid big drinker. You know, I was taking on kids twice my size. Two of them at once, mind you, with just sneakers on and not cleats. And that was the impression I gave the coach for him to get me on the team. But baseball, man, I've always loved playing. Especially back in the day when I moved to, well, you know, ever since I was a kid, I was always at the ball field. With friends back then, you know, taking a bat, hitting the ball, vice versa, trying to pitching, you know, striking out, all the fun stuff, man. All the fun stuff. Like I said, I was always late. Coach even said it, every time you come every year. And it was like 3 years in a row that I missed. From 80 to 82. And by the time 82 came and gone, you know, that's when my parents split up. And there was no more tryouts for me. But always at the field, playing what I could. And then one day I did make it down there. But due to the fact that I didn't have the permission slip, the guy threw me in for, the coach threw me in to play catcher. I did well. Well, wow, you did well, but I still need that permission slip. I'm like, oh my God. So, you know, I was like, you know, whatever it was my mother had to do, excuse me. Honestly, I also think she had to be down at the field, too. So that was another thing. But, you know, hey, whatever. So as time went on and I made it to Fitchburg in 86 with all my homeboys, Chris, Paul, you know, Adam, list goes on, Eddie. If I forget anybody, forgive me. But you know who you are. And like Timmy Kryler, there was a guy, Kid Timmy, it was Brett Brock Smith, you know, all these kids from the neighborhood. One of my good friends that passed away, Jamie DeLorme. All these kids, man, we used to always hang in the neighborhood. And at times we would play ball, play army, you know, chase each other, all that fun stuff. But ball playing was the main thing. And if half of us didn't make it, the other half would make it. And we play, you know, pitching, hitting. Sometimes we get pissed off at each other and, I want to hit. No, you already hit. You know, I want to hit. No, you pitch. And everybody wanted to hit. No one wanted to pitch. So, fuck you, bastard. But it was the time, man. But once again, I've always didn't know where to go, didn't get the sign up, always late. Although in middle school, I didn't have no friggin' ball playing. And by the time I got to high school, I went to Monty Tech, they didn't have a ball team. All they had was football and I think something else, soccer maybe. I don't want to play soccer, but whatever. So it wasn't until late 90s, got to join the, you know, the beer league softball team, yippee. Free beer at the end of the game, which I did not really need that. But every time I played, man, I played with my friggin' all I could do. I mean, and what was unique about me, I probably could still do it, I don't know. But what was unique about my playing is, you know, the way I hit the ball, I could hit lefty or righty. And when I hit righty, there was a thing I used to do that would screw up all the first basemen. I mean, I didn't do it all the time, but I did it enough. And one time, went right past the first baseman's foot. All he had to do was drop his glove, pick it up, step on the base. But because he wasn't expecting that hit, and it went like right down the baseline in the, you know, not foul ball. Went right past his friggin' right foot. And he's like, wow! Everybody that day, man. How the hell did you do that? They're all freaking out like, what the They're all, what the effing, looking around. What, did you see that? And then they were looking at the first baseman and they started busting his chops. What did you let it go by for? You know? He's like, I wasn't expecting that. What the hell? The guy never had anybody do that. No one ever had anybody do that. Only I do that. I don't know. Sure, there's been people that have done it, but that's what made me unique. And I would play my friggin' heart out in them games. And you know what? My luck. The team I played for, I'm gonna mention their friggin' name, because you know they really disrespected me, and I really was playing this game. I mean, I just wanted to play. And all of a sudden, I'm DH. You're gonna be DH, and I am glad that I left that day. Because there was a show down on was the Airport Road in Fitchburg. The airport had local bazooka, local palooza, a show that used to come around from WAAF, and I caught the last two songs of the set of Damage Plan. I got to see Dimebag live, but not my dream to see the whole band, Pantera. I didn't get to see them, but I got to see the last two songs set of Damage Plan. And, I was pissed. And literally a buddy of mine I went to school with from the 5th grade. Two brothers, twins, Charlie and Tyrone. My man Charlie wanted me to play on his team after I got the boot. But it was later on, a couple years later on or so, or something later on in time, and I had my kids now at this time. I'm like, I got the time, but I should have went and did it just to get back at that other person, because that other team, man, oh whoopee, they won a championship, but they had to, recruit and steal other people's players, and that's what they did. But whatever to that, I wanted to play. I've always had a passion to play, but I thought I'd share my stories, right? Because this is just something I think Delphi should see more of. It's a good sight, good sign, And me, I would have loved to have been there to watch that game, man. Getting up there in the big leagues, Sometimes I get to these games. I used to watch my kids' football games, and I got riled right up. I mean, put me on the field. I even asked the coach if he wanted to do a, against the other coaches' football league. Because there were some bad teams that my kids played with poor sportsmanship, mind you, from the other team. Very poor. And they were cheating, I tell you, boy. It was sick. There's some of these rich towns that sometimes get into, leagues, and I don't know about I wonder if Delphi has ever, dealt with that. These rich towns that come in with their paid funds and so forth, giving the kids that can't play, egos, alter egos. I've seen that happen before. Just because someone's got money, that kid gets to be put in, and the other one got to sit out. And they've been working hard, and actually that happened to my son. Just because this person ran a tattoo parlor, old rich boy. His son came in on the team. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to bust his balls, but he sucked, and he got to do more on that field than my son did. And that's one thing I can't stand about watching sports, but when they come through like this, and I'm sure Delphi ain't a rich town either, this is something that needs to be looked at as right. and honor. I like to honor stuff like this because I have seen cruel intentions in sports. Hey, when you got that ability to play, make it to the major leagues, that's right. Hope some of these kids do, man. Or even the whole team, make it to the friggin' majors. Something I never got to do. But I did have some fun at them beer games, and one time a friggin' rainstorm came in, screwed up the whole game. I was pissed. I wanted to play. You know? I had to go out there and run the bases and put beers on the table. I mean, bases are complete in the rain. I'd be doing that kind of crazy stuff too. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I like to see stuff like this. And for Delphi going through what they've been going through, and what I've been seeing on the news lately, I think it's time to give them a honoring special report. That's right. Get these kids to the AAA ball to the major leagues. Getting up this high in the friggin' game ranking, to me, hope Delphi pushes some scholarships towards these kids. Get them out there, do the right thing. Hell, maybe I can even get an autograph by one of these boys one day. But, yep, that's what I think, man. Stuff like this, when there's something out there lingering of the dark past, and nothing's getting done about it. Or there is like to mention one thing quick, even though I don't want to ramp on too much about bad on this video, but a YouTuber I have subscribed to, I haven't been watching his videos though, but he comes up every so often, and this time he came up, and in the title it said, "There is no evidence in the Delphi murders." No evidence, he's claiming. I might, if I can remember, I'll put his channel in the description box. We'll try and get that video. But yeah, there is no evidence, he's saying, in this murder case. And that's, wow. There is no evidence. And that's a strong accusation to pull out and to put into a video, I can tell you that, boy, because if there's no evidence, then what the hell is going on with this case? Besides what we know, I would really like to know what he's claiming there's no evidence on. I mean, I might watch that video. I might go watch that one. But with what they have out there, what they've said has happened, what they said they know of, and now this guy, right? And I mean, he's one of them, I would say he's one of them, don't take my word for it, but one of them legit YouTubers that's good with this case. And if he's throwing that out there, man, it makes one wonder what the hell's really going on with the case. And I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. You gotta bring in the good. Stop pushing out this crap with people and their stupidity. What? I mean, I don't even, can't even say why the police won't release more stuff on this. If they have something, they should just start releasing it. But 4 years in the making, man. This is way too long. And this is going to end up just like the Maura Murray case. Or even the Molly Bish case, where they say they have a suspect. But I haven't heard nothing about that. They said they got that DNA, they got that guy in jail. Once again, folks, I haven't had no update on that yet. Is he the suspect? Was he the killer? Still sits and lingers like everything else. And man, that just pees me off real bad. So, huge salute to this ball team out there in Delphi. Hope you guys make it to the big leagues. Oh man. Hope the ball players or the ball managers or the scouts start coming around realizing, right, there's more legit people out there in Delphi than what they're talking about. That's right, folks. And I think the good should start being good and looked at too, in my book. So until that next video, be safe, take care. Always beware, because that piece of crap's still out there. And once again, shout out to the seniors out there in Delphi. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, boys. Hope I see you in the majors. Out. What the hell? Oh, bear with me. Out.